Sex with older women is the reason why growing up I wasn't like my friends. I wasn't stressing, chasing down girls for sex. I was already getting sucked off. I was already having my balls sucked. I was already doing all this stuff. I was already doing it. So it was not a stress for me. And with other women that I ended up getting around that time, I think all before I was 16. I just never I just never stressed younger girls. I saw sex for just what it was. Some pleasure, and then back to reading books and doing school. And I'm kind of grateful that I never got into those situations because it took away my need to date just in the hopes that I could have sex because I was already getting it. So what's so funny thing is, as I got more money, because I started getting money at 13, as I started getting more money, I was also different from my friends because I got to drive away while my friends had to wait on the bus. And I refused to have a bunch of dudes in my car. I couldn't. Maybe one, maybe two, but can't have a bunch of dudes in my car. Causes too much problems, attracts too much attention. So when I first got my car, and I think it was 14, I got my car. My friends were saying XYZ, and it was just a little small car, like really, really small car, like something small. I forgot the name of the brand, but it was something smaller than a Fiat. It may have been an Escort. It was something real small. But, I had it, and, wasn't nobody pulling nobody over. I always a mature, smooth dude. That's another thing that was to my benefit. I've always been very smooth and mature. And I think sleeping with older women, having sex with older women, it takes away this need to chase or try to convince girls Now, I'm not going to glorify it. Because for a lot of dudes, it had different effects on them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes became more violent because of it. A lot of dudes became more shy because of it. So it doesn't work for all dudes. So I'm not going to suggest it or anything like that. But I'm going to tell you how it interacted with me. It took away my desire to date just to have sex. That's not my steez. So I'm gonna wrap this by saying the one lady, when I turned, I think it was 15. And mind you, I'm driving, so that's appealing to a lot of women. A guy that's already got his own money, can walk away at any time, can drive away at any time. Women find that appealing. So this is why I understood older men, because older men did not have to put up with this and put up with that. They can just laugh and drive away. And it's also why I didn't have a problem with older dudes dating younger women, because I understood that either that woman is going to get, he's an older dude. And I saw a lot of 12th, 11th graders dating non-high school girls. I mean, I just saw it. And I didn't think it was a big thing because, we're all kids. But, other people now would look at it bad. But I didn't think nothing of it because everybody's kids. But I say all that to say this. During this time that this stuff is going on, everybody's way more responsible than what I see now. It's strange. Everybody now. I'm not gonna say there weren't some people taken advantage of. Let's call them 30% of people were taken advantage of. But man, I see like 80% of people taking advantage of now. I mean, it's topsy turvy. So when I was 15, we were at Great America. I was meeting this lady at Great America, and she just wanted to suck me off so badly. And it was kind of annoying because, I had already been sucked off by other women, and I just really wasn't tripping because I didn't really come for the sex. And that's when I started realizing I'm kind of sexed out. I'm not really tripping off the sex like that because I know that it's going to happen at some point in time. But that's when I really started getting this whole thing of being able to turn a woman down. Like, nah, we good. And initially, when it first happened, I was like most people, you want to, but guess what? You start sucking and licking, and I'm like, all right, keep working. Keep doing you, The only reason I bring all of this up is not to weird you out, but to say that everybody's experience ain't your experience. Everybody doesn't have a yucky, type of moment. And many of the girls that I've spoken with in these sex adult areas of life, they haven't had bad scenarios with older men. A lot of women feel safer with an older guy than they do with the younger guy. I mean, just is what it is. But the thing I think that guys have a bigger responsibility. Guys have to be smoother at all times. They have to be more calculated at all times. I don't think it's in the best interest of dudes to be on the clown show. Operate from a clown point of view. I don't think that's the best things for dudes. I think women benefit from us more when we're more calculated and when we're more focused and when we know what we want to do and how we want to get it done. So my advice is, like I said, with this sex daddy thing that videos, I tell dudes all the time, women want to be kept, but they want to also be told, hey, look, if you're not doing what I want you to do, then I'm going to remove you from my life. That's what most women want. Women want to be in a space where they're like, yes, daddy. Yes, papa. Yes, poppy. Yes, uba. Yeah, they want that. I don't believe most, not all. I don't believe most women when they said that ain't what time they on. Look at the Arabs. All they women are on some yes, uba type of approach. The whole culture's like that. Even when the women disagree, she wearing that hijab and that hijab for a reason. But I think guys can't be abusive. Guys should not be abusive, and that's where I think dudes need to understand all that abusive talk, that shame language. That just means you have not mastered women, and you really got to master women. Women want to be in a safe place where they can suck, feel freaky, and still be looked at like, you my girl, I'm gonna keep you. I like keeping you. But when you one of these dudes that just appease it, you're not gonna get what you want. It's gonna be chaotic for you. And just like this guy in the video, your woman's gonna leave you and take half. But you never should have allowed her to be in a space or a position where that happens. You never should have allowed it. You can interact with women without operating on a woman's terms. You can interact with women without operating on a woman's terms. But the first thing you need to do is not make sex your number one important thing. Sex has to be the fifth thing that you're concerned about when it comes to a woman. I'm sorry. This is why I'm not mad at women. I understand the things they do, but this is why I'm not mad. Because I'm fully prepared for the moves they're going to make. Sex is the fifth thing that I'm concerned about. I'm not. Because I'm not validated. I'm validated by you. That's when I'm impressed by. And when I want you to do that, then I'm that secondly. It's kind of like the porn star that I used to date at one point in time before she became famous. She had only did 2 videos, but at that time. But before she became famous, I said to her, Monique, because her name was Monique. She was out of New York, New Jersey, one of those. I said, look, you can do whatever it is you do. Like she never knew that I knew who she was, right? She thought that I was a regular dude and she was a regular girl. I already knew who she was. But I said to her, you gotta operate how I operate. Otherwise, it don't work. And she wanted to operate the way she wanted to operate. No problem. Let that nice lady go do your thing. And that's how a lot of dudes gotta be smooth. Let that nice lady go and go do your thing. No stress, no drama. Stop trying to help and convince a woman. That's not the move. The best thing you ever gonna do is give her an opportunity to be in a safe space. And always have your lawyer on deck if she was to ever go left. That's all you can do. Everything else is just what it is. Women want to be kept. And I'm going to talk some more about this sex with older women thing because it's really important for people to know. Even to this day, I will date, have sex with a 60-year-old woman, a 50-year-old woman, a 40-year-old. I've always liked older women. That's what it is. So, we become in the comment section.